When you have a big lead in a game late in the season, most coaches take the opportunity to rest their starters and keep them fresh and injury-free down the stretch of the season. However, in a big conference like the Big 12, that rarely happens. But sometimes you do get a blowout game where you can see the younger guys come in and see how they handle the adversity of playing against good opponents. Welcome to 688, the Bull Kansas Jayhawks football press conference with head coach Slacker Gaming. Coach, you're playing a high-powered offense at Baylor this week. How are you feeling about your defense and how they have been playing lately? Like you said, they've been playing well, and they've started to understand each other defensively and how each other think, and we can play as a team and play well. So I think our defense knows how to handle their business, even playing great offenses like Baylor, but we'll just need to bring our A game to make sure we can get the win. Do you think that this game is going to be a shootout like years past? I'm hoping not. I honestly don't like those games that both offenses just go back and forth. It makes it more difficult on us, and so hopefully we can take care of the lead early and not look back. Shootout games are always stressful because then your defense leaves kind of just gassed and they leave with their heads down, and it doesn't necessarily mean that they're a bad defense. Offenses sometimes can just hit it and keep going. So those games I'm not a fan of. Coach, you're currently ranked number 5. Do you feel like you stand a good chance of getting into that Final Four spots in the playoffs? We just have to keep working hard and keep winning, and the ranking will end up being whatever it is, and we can't really worry about that right now and lose focus on the opponents like today in Baylor. And any of the other opponents that we still have to play. I mean, we just can't lose focus. We just got to keep winning, and the record will take care of itself. Thank you, Coach, and good luck.
Glad to have you with us in the studio. I'm Reese Davis, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. The Jayhawks have shown few signs of weakness lately. They are exuding confidence in everything they do. String together a few W's, that's exactly what happens. We'll see if they can keep it up. That's going to do it for us here on the pregame show. NCAA Football 14 action coming at you right now. Brad Nessler and Kirk Herbstreit.
And now it's time for the coin toss, and it's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
Kansas going to start off with the ball in this one after the touchback. Coming out on offense, Blanton takes a snap, looking, he's going to scramble right, he's going to throw to the left, he's got a guy wide open in Adrian Lawrence, is tied in, and he's going to pick up 19 on the catch. Kind of a weird play to run everyone to the right, and then the tight end goes left, but a pretty good drawn-up play, just not really seen here in college football. 2nd and 10 for Kansas. Wright going to take the snap. It's usually the option. He's going to pitch this one up to Zapp. Zapp's going to bulldoze himself through some tackles, and he's got 10 yards on that rush there. Zapp looking to get it to go early here in the ball game. Baylor, a tough offense to play, so Kansas going to need to score a bunch of points in this one. Zapp going to get a handoff on 1st and 10. He takes it to the left side. He's got 13 before being taken down. Zapp already 35 yards on this drive. Blanton in at quarterback, 1st and goal. The snap and shotgun, throws to the right. He finds his tight end Lawrence in the end zone for a Kansas touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown pass from Jax Blanton to the tight end Adrian Lawrence there. And Kansas on the board first, up 7-0 against Baylor. 3rd and 10, Kansas defense needing a stop here. Drones back, and he runs the screen, but he gets blown up before he could even throw it by Philip Harrison, and that's going to be a sack for Kansas. The blitz coming, he just could not get it off fast enough on the screen pass, and Kansas going to force the 3-and-out here, first drive.
Kansas is up
2nd and 1. Blanton fakes the handoff, throws over the middle. He's going to find Justin Moore over the middle. That's going to be a 20-yard reception and a 1st down for Kansas. Justin Moore really coming on here as of late. It's good to see him kind of get acclimated in the offense. He's actually done pretty well the last couple of weeks. We'll hopefully could see more from him going into the postseason.
Scrimmage.
First and goal for Blanton again. Takes a snap, rolls right, throws to the middle. He's going to find his fullback and Xavier Jones in the end zone. Touchdown. Blanton 6 for 6, 55 yards and 2 touchdown passes for him. Xavier able to just, I'm not even sure what that route was. He just turned around in the end zone. He threw it to him and a touchdown. Kansas 14, Baylor nothing. 3rd and 11 for Drones. Takes a snap, looking, throws a left, finds Holmes, but he's not going to get the first down. He only gets 10 yards on that. They needed 11. Baylor going to have to punt here again, and Kansas has been playing very, very well on defense. 6 plays, -1 yards total for Baylor so far in the first 2 drives. Blanton back and shotgun, throws right. Got a guy open, Weems, and he catches it. That's going to be 49 yards on the reception by Jay Weems. Able to just beat his guy, and Blanton knows how fast he is. He throws as hard as he can, and able to come up with it is Weems. 50 yards on that reception there by Weems. Kansas offense looking strong right now. 3rd and 3 for Blanton in the shotgun. Takes a snap, throws right. He's going to find tight end Lawrence, and he's going to be into the end zone for a Kansas touchdown. 21 yards on the reception. About a 5-yard route, but Lawrence able to cut it upfield and get into the end zone as there was no defenders over there to help with the linebacker and the tight end. And just like that, Kansas up 21-0 going into the second quarter. Drones going to hand this one off to McWilliams. So McWilliams hitting the backfield, and that's going to be -8 yards on the rush there. Rima Tucker coming up and making a hit on the running back. Rima really showing what he could do there at the linebacker position. 2nd and 18, Drones going to throw this to Holmes on the right side. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to break another tackle. He's at the right side, the 50, the 40, 30. Can anybody catch him? The 20, 15, down to about the 12-yard line. Gavin Holmes, 61 yards on the play there. A screen pass, but able to break 2 tackles there, and that drops up for 60-plus yards on the reception by him. In Kansas, not able to do much on defense there on that one. 1st and goal for Baylor, needing to score here to try to stay in the game. Drone's going to hand it off to McWilliams, and blown up again. -3 yards on that one by Ward from the defense. 2nd and goal. Baylor trying to jam this one in here. McWilliams again going to be stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose about a yard on that one. That time Rima Tucker coming up and making another big hit. We got 3rd and goal for Baylor. 3rd and goal, not able to move anything so much this drive. We'll see what Baylor has. Drones back to throw. He's going to scramble, but he's going to get sacked in the pocket. 4-yard sack by Joe Barr, and the Kansas defense stops him on 1st and goal with 1 yard to go, able to cause a 4th and goal from about the 9. Baylor looks like they're going to go for the field goal here. I would almost think that it's going to be a fake. It's not. The kick is up and good, so Baylor on the board with their first field goal. But the thing to talk about is Kansas defense stopping them in 1st and goal situation. 1st and 10 for Blanton from the 49 of Baylor's side. Throws to the right. He's going to find Justin Moore again for a 1st down. He runs out of bounds after a gain of 12. Get Justin Moore just coming on. Blanton really liking him so far on the season. Really of late, he's really kind of found him as a viable wide receiver. 4th and 1, Kansas coming out. This is a long one. This is almost a 2-yard. We'll see what Kansas has up their sleeve. 4th and 1, Blanton shotgun's going to take the handoff to Zapp, and Zapp's going to get the 3-yard rush there, so he gets the 1st down. Kansas rarely going for it on 4th down, but they are an excellent 4th down team at getting the extra yards. 1st and goal, Blanton by himself in the backfield. The defense lines it up. It looks like they think it's going to be a run, and it's going to be, and Blanton doesn't get much stop there. About loses about a yard on that play. 2nd and goal, same exact thing here. Blanton by himself in the shotgun, changing the play of some sort. Gonna take the snap, 4 seconds left to go in the second quarter, and he's gonna run it up into there for a 3-yard touchdown run. Jax Blanton didn't even realize that there was only 5 seconds left to go after not having any timeouts, and Kansas runs this one in, and they're up 28-3 at halftime, something that we thought was going to be a blow, or at least a game that just comes punch and punch. 28-3 at half. 3rd and 9 for Drones back. He's going to throw to the right, find Ellis, and Ellis is going to get about 13 yards and a first down for Baylor. Baylor really needing this first drive to get some points, and possibly a touchdown would be great, because I don't think they're going to be catching up with this high-powered Kansas offense, so they need to get the scoring going here. Drones going to throw to the left. Gleason's going to make a guy miss, and he's got a big gain, 36 yards on that catch by Gleason, able to turn on the corner, and the corner just straight misses the tackle, and he's able to turn it into 36 yards, and Baylor looking good on this first drive. 2nd and 12, Drones takes a snap. Looks like it's going to be a screen to the right side. McWilliams has all day. The 20, and brought down. The only guy that can get him brings him down. A huge tackle by the safety there, and that is going to cause a 4th and 3. Baylor again lining up for the field goal. Looks like they're going to kick it up and good, so they're wanting to take the 3 points there, while Kansas is scoring touchdowns. Blayton going to hand this one off to Zaps. That's going to make a guy miss. He's got some room. He's got the 30, the 20, the 15, the 10. Finally brought down to about the 9-yard line. 1st and goal, Kansas. A beautiful blocking job by that offensive line there for Kansas. On the counter there as a handoff, and Zap takes full advantage of it on the play. He's got a huge gain in Kansas. 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Blayton's going to hand this one off to Zap after doing all the heavy lifting. He's going to get into the end zone for the touchdown. 10-yard touchdown run by Zap. He did all the heavy lifting, getting all the way down the field. They give it to him, and he capitalizes. 1st and 10 for Drones, needing, and it's going to be an interception by Mitchell. As I was saying it, they need something to happen, and it happens for Kansas. Mitchell able to come up and intercept that one. Been playing really, really good lately on defense. The safety able to come up and read the screen. Baylor's done a ton of them today, and they make it pay. Kansas up 42-6. 1st and 10, Drones back, throws left. It's going to be intercepted again, this time by Pendleton, and that's going to be the 2nd turnover in about as many plays. 2 plays, back-to-back plays, basically, is interceptions. 1 return for touchdown. This one is just going to be held on to by Kansas. 3:50 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Blanton going to hand this one off to Zapp. He's got some room on the left side, makes a guy miss. He's up past the 30, the 40. Finally brought down at about the 36-yard line. 27-yard rush for Zapp. Already 150 yards on the day for Zapp, just making guys miss, looking like he's out there playing a bunch of high schoolers. 3rd and 23 after a holding call. Throw to the right, and it's going to get caught by Justin Moore and into the end zone for a touchdown. Kansas Jayhawks with another score there. Jackson Blayton, another passing touchdown. Kansas up 49-6. 45 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Bonner going to catch this one, pushed out of bounds, 17 yards for Baylor, trying to make it look better than it is. 49-6 your score. Baylor looking to try to get something going here. 1st and 10, Drones back, throws left. He's got to find Ellis. Ellis going to make a guy miss, and he's got about 23 yards on the reception. Baylor finally moving down the field. After the 2 interceptions, it's good to see Drones back out there throwing the ball. 3rd and 4, going to fake the handoff, scrambles right, throws right, is going to be incomplete. So now, does Baylor go for it on 4th and 4 by down so many? It looks like they will. 4th and 4, Baylor. Nobody in the backfield, just the quarterback in shotgun. Takes a snap, throws right. It's going to be intercepted again by Mitchell, and Mitchell, 20, 30. He might take this one back to the house. The 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Nobody's going to catch him, and Mitchell, the 2nd pick 6 of the game. Huge there. The first one on a screen pass, this one on an out route, and Kansas's defense showing who they are and what they have become this year. And this is another pick 6 for Mitchell. Wright going to hand this one off to Rogers, and Rogers is able to take this in. 13-yard touchdown run by Tom Rogers. The second team is in, and they don't care. They're running up the score on Baylor. 2 seconds left to go, and Wright gonna let this one run out after taking the victory formation. Kansas gonna win this one 63-6 on the back of the defense with 2 pick sixes from the safety and Mitchell, and Kansas did not look back. It's 368 yards compared to about 150 for Baylor. The defense showing up well. Clinton gonna be the player of the game, 5 total touchdowns on about 250 yards through the air. Welcome to 688 The Bull, Kansas Jayhawk Football Radio with head coach Slacker Gaming after the game. Coach, what a great showing by your team today. What do you feel like went so well?
I felt like we had that killer mentality today. We came out and played tough and strong, and it got us a big lead, which as a coaching staff we love to see, because we want to get the younger guys out there and get some playing time and try to learn game speed stuff. Like, it's just different in practice when they get time in practice compared to game speed, and then against a great team like Baylor, which is going to be a great learning thing for them. So I'm excited that not only did we get the win, but that some of the young guys got out there and got to kind of learn game speed stuff.
Blanton had 4 passing touchdowns, but no receivers over 100 yards. What does that say about the big plays today?
We had some pretty big plays that got us a ton of yards, but Blanton has really been spreading the ball around, and it's leading to our offense being even more difficult to guard. I feel like the more he throws to different wide receivers, the more the offense opens up, and he's really been kind of buying into that, and you could definitely shows on the field. So it says a lot about just spreading the ball around, but we did have some pretty big plays in today's game.
Another great game with 0 turnovers, your defense causing a couple of interceptions. About that portion of your game and how it has changed since the beginning of the year.
Well, we've been doing a great job of taking care of the ball lately and having good ball security. Early in the season, we didn't do the best at taking care of the ball and figuring out what we didn't have to score on every play, but that it's okay to do checkdowns. And once we did that, I feel like our offense has really opened up and we've been better at not giving the ball away, but our defense has kind of turned up the intensity and making some great plays and on the ball, and we just weren't doing that early in the season. I like to talk about our defenses just playing free and just flying around making plays, and this defense is starting to do that.
How does it feel to get the younger guys in the game with the game being out of reach early?
It's kind of like I said, it's a great learning experience, and they learn a lot, stuff that you can't really teach in practices, and to be able to get them that experience for when they do get playing time, we want to set them up for success as much as possible. So I love watching them play and love watching them learn, and it's good to be able to see what they're doing on the field and be able to coach them up and teach them stuff that you just can't simulate in practice.
Thank you, Coach. Kansas wins this one in Waco by the score of 63-6. The win will put Kansas at 11-1 on the season and still undefeated in the Big 12. Next week, the Jayhawks will be taking on the 8-4 Oklahoma State Cowboys for the Big 12 championship. This is 688 The Bull, Kansas Jayhawk Football Radio, and we will see you guys next week.